Well, hello there, folks. I do hope you're well. I really do. Am I well? Well, I am, folks. I am. I might not look it. If you sent me earlier message, I said, by this afternoon when I record, I'm going to have a shave and smart myself up a little bit. The eagle-eyed amongst you will notice that I'm even wearing the same shirt I wore yesterday. Not ideal, I know, but I've been lazy. No, I've been busy today, really busy. But I've got a bumper showbiz news for you to make. I've got about 7-8 items today, and one of them's a double item. I've got them all down here, so I'll read them from the start. The bookie chappies are happy. They think they're going to coin it. And they think Oasis will not get to the end of the tour. They think the brothers aren't getting on and they'll split up before the end. Now, I've got to say, I did say in the first couple of dates I didn't think they looked very close. Can't say they did at Eaton Park last night, but I thought there was more of a closeness from what I've seen on YouTube than I've seen before. And I just do not believe, no matter what happens, one of them will walk away. The only one that would walk away, I believe, is Noel, to prove a point, and because he's very upset. But I think he's so prudent, the lure of the cash will get in his way of walking away. I would imagine he'll lose an absolute bundle if he walks away. There might even be penalties to be paid if he walks away. I can't see him doing it. No matter how hard it gets, if it does get hard, I think he will stay till the end of the tour. Thereafter, they may never tour or do anything again. But if they don't get on, I think the tour's getting finished myself. But I could be wrong. This is a bigger money maker, as big as we've seen in this country for a good few years. I don't think any of them will throw it down the pan. Eric Idle, was reading something about Eric Idle today. Well, I read a couple of things. The first thing I read was very heartening. The second was a little bit disappointing. Eric is saying there, he said, you know what? Now when I meet the fans, I'm great with them. You know, I welcome them, I'll speak to them, I'll have my photo taken and whatever else. I'm great with them. But I never used to be. I used to be awful to the fans. And Robin Williams, to his credit, said to me one day, Eric, you shouldn't be like that with your fans. I said, what do you mean? He said, I always treated them as an irritant. And Robin said, they're your fans, they love you. It means something to them to meet you, you know, to have a picture taken with you, maybe shake your hand. They'll remember you forever. But those same fans, if you're awful with them, they'll always remember you, but in an awful way, and always hate you. You'll lose fans. You'll never have them again. Treat them well, he said, and since then he always have. In fact, what I tend to do now, when somebody asks to speak to me or for a picture, I'll say, my name's Eric. What's your name? He said, I've realised they feel even more special. He said, and I've realised I enjoy doing it now, and I should have done it before. Really good. Read something later, he's having a right pop at his fellow Pythons, Gilliam, Cleese, and your man that travels the world, Palin, who I like, to be honest with you, Michael. He's saying they're all moaning. They've all got a face on them. He said, but they're all earning fortunes from past Python royalties. I think he's trying to say, since Python really ended, he's put more into the pot and got less out than the rest. And he's happy and jovial enough and still working, and they're moaning about never having enough. He said, yet they've earned a fortune. He said they want to cheer up. Anyway, on the back of that, Cleese has spoken out and said he's out of order. And he said, Palin and Gilliam agree with me. Gene Hackman, I'm reading earlier, Gene Hackman, I believe he's left about 80 million quid. And they're saying they've realised there's a big spanner been thrown in the works. He's got credit card debts, or did have, his estate does have, 6-figure credit card debts. And I'm quickly doing my maths, I'm thinking, well, $1 million is 7 figures, so it's less than $1 million. Even if it's 750,000, whatever it might be, if it's less than $1 million and he's got 80 million, what's the problem? Where's the picking story? There's no story there. So why am I telling you? You might say, well, I've just thought I would tell you. Gives me more to talk about, doesn't it? Ginger Spice, she's unhappy now. She's even more unhappy than old Christian, her fella. He was one of the big cheeses, if not the big cheese, on Formula 1, wasn't he? He's now been dumped. Is it Red Bull? I'm not so sure. I don't really follow it anymore, but he's been dumped. He's obviously unhappy. Her more so. She was the queen of the paddock, and she's also lady of the manor. She loves the title. She thinks she's somebody special. She's somebody spot on. She doesn't like it now. Her future's being... her future's shakier than it was before. She doesn't like it at all. She's feeling it worse than him. Some are saying that they've got no sympathy for her, no sympathy at all. They've been together a few years now. Have they got one kid or a couple of kiddies? I believe he left his last wife only 6 months after she gave birth to the last one, and within a year of leaving her was with Jerry. Jerry's now saying, we're all old-fashioned, it's all about family with us. And as has been said, it wasn't about family with him with his last wife, was it? 6 months after they've had his kiddie, dumping her. Not very nice, really, is it? But Jerry got a clause in and Jerry wanted him. And what Ginger wants, Ginger normally gets. Don't worry about that. David and Victoria, another couple of celebrities. One of them again from, I nearly said Girls Aloud. The Spice Girls, old Victoria. They're unhappy with the son. Is it Brooklyn and Nicola? Brooklyn and Nicola. There's been a big falling out, as you know. Anyway, their young daughter recently had the birthday. It was in the press. Would they turn up or not? It was never likely. Would they send a message or not? Well, it always probably was like. They have sent a message. They've sent a message on Brooklyn and Nicola. And Victoria Davis said, no, they're not happy with it. It's just a PR stunt. They mean nothing. They're not bothered about young Harper. I probably disagree. But then again, who knows? Greg Wallace, I'm reading today, that old Greg there. We know he's been sacked, dumped from the BBC forever, completely over, bump, bang, gone, never to be any more. I'm reading today that in 2019, I think it was, about 6 years ago, he got a letter saying, look, stop messing with the women, stop embarrassing women, stop flashing, touching or cracking inappropriate jokes in and around women. We can't take it anymore on this channel, on the Babe. If you carry on, you're going to be sacked. Well, I think he carried on for many of the next 6 years, and in the end he got sacked. But they took a while to do it. And then, reading today, it surprised me really. I'm seeing old Kelly Preston there. I don't know if you remember. A nice-looking girl. Used to be married to old John Travolta. She died 5 years ago, and I thought, was it that long ago? Then as I'm reading down, was it 29 years ago? 26 years ago. Guess who died 26 years ago? That's right, old Campo! Lost at Samoa, I know Bill Owen. 26 years, and I remember him dying at the time. Well, I don't remember, I wasn't there. But I remember when I was younger, I remember hearing he died. I was a bit gutted because I never used to watch it a lot. Well, I did at one time, and then it went for that many years. I stopped watching it. But I liked Campo, I liked his character, and I think I liked him as a bloke. I know he was very political, very Labour, wasn't he? Very Labour. But I quite liked him. I thought he was all right. And he'd done a lot of the old... Was it the old Ealing comedies? He'd done a lot of black and whites anyway, so he was a good character actor. I liked old Bill Owen, I liked him. So yeah, 26 years ago, I couldn't believe it. How time doth fly. It does, doesn't it? It really does. Anyway, that's it today from me for the Showbiz News. I've got nothing else to tell you. But as I find other stories to tell, don't worry about it at all. I'll be telling them. Oh, I did see something else. I've not wrote it down on there. I noticed old Diogo Jota. We've done a lot on that the last few days, and about Cristiano's non-attendance at the funeral, and about Cristiano's... Is it wife? Is he married to her? I'm not sure he's married to her, or if it's just his living partner. I know he's got kids together. She was posting the old selfies yesterday from the super yacht that they're on, with the old hot tub at the front of the yacht there, dripping in jewellery, chest out for everybody to see, you know, letting folk know that they're living the life of luxury, which some might say, well, that's fine. She's posting all that only days after old Diogo's died, after the funeral, which I thought was a little bit insensitive. You may agree, you may not. But I noticed some pictures today. I didn't read it. Diogo Jota's partner, well, wife now it is, just married her, didn't he, before he sadly died. I believe she's been over to Liverpool there to look at all the tributes, the floral tributes. Thought it was great. No great fanfare, no cameras, no nothing. Doing things in the right way, you see. The right way. And I thought it was good. Nice to see. I hope she got something from it. Obviously, she's lost her husband, but I hope she realises how much the city and the football fans of the city and the community in general thought of her husband. A thoroughly nice chap from what I can see. Right, that's it for Showbiz News for today. If there's anything tomorrow, you'll get it off me tomorrow. Don't worry about that.